at the same time the stars blink their eyes. Send me a blank postcard from across the sea, mail them to the wrong address. They'll still find
Neha Thomas, who is Associate Director Economic Analytics, Boston Sullivan. We have Ms. Chilai Zaki, who is Australian Council General, Chennai. We have Shri P. Shivkumar, who is President of Tamil Nadu Solar Energy Developers Association. My colleague Rajesh Kakkar, who is Senior Group Director at Inform Markets in India. We also have Mr. Terence Alex, who is the head of the Kerala Renewable Energy Entrepreneurs and Promoters Association, is the president there. And also we have Mr. Ramesh Shivanna, who is Chairman of Green Energy Committee of Federation of Karnataka Chambers of Commerce and Industry. Here today, this is the 10th edition of RENEWX, which is I would say the South India's largest fair for renewable energy. It's a decade long now for us. This show started in Hyderabad in 2014, and from there, year on year, we've been doing in Hyderabad. But last year, we took a decision to move this event to Chennai, and having moved this show to Chennai, in fact, Chennai and Tamil Nadu being the much more industrial best state, I think the response has been fabulous. This year, we are hosting the biggest ever RENEWX edition that we are hosting. Over 200 exhibitors are here, brands are exhibiting, and over 800 industry professionals are expected to attend this event. The show is focused on the renewable space. As you know, the renewable energy sector is really in the focus of the government with a huge target for net zero emissions by 2070, where we want to our targets are set to be net zero by 2070, and a big target of 100 gigawatts for renewable sector. We are already close to 150 gigawatts just a few months back, so we are on course to do that. Happy to say that the investments in renewable are increasing currently. Just even excluding the large hydro projects, 40% of energy in India is generated by renewable power right now. And all new investments, most of them are happening in the renewable sector, and solar is the most dominant part of it. Coming to the show, in fact, you'll see all the panel manufacturers, the inverters manufacturers, and energy technologies that are getting into the solar space. We also have exhibitors who also showcase the balance of system components, energy storage part of it, the grid infrastructure, and we also have focus on bioenergy. So bioenergy also is one area which is growing. So we have a dedicated bioenergy pavilion. The conference which is going to take place will have over 50 eminent speakers from across India and the world. There are quite a few international speakers also speaking and talking about various opportunities in this space, in this the challenges, the innovations that are happening. We are also having a live Integrators Premier League, which is actually showcasing the implementation of the solar panel. So there's a competition which is happening outside in the arena, and you can see how the panels are implemented and how they are installed, so that installer Premier League is taking place. We have got fabulous association support for this show, and over the 3 days, I think this has become the hub of the solar energy and the renewable energy for South India. So thank you so much for joining. I'll pass the mic to each one of the speakers who are sitting on the panel, and maybe we'll open the floor for questions after everybody speaks. So first with the Australian Council General, ma'am.
The organizers of this event. So energy security is a big issue for all our countries, especially in these times, in the region, attention to everyone, energy mix and how what mix we have. So I'd like to say that the Australian government has placed incredible importance in developing its renewable energy cooperation with India. Our Prime Minister signed a renewable energy partnership a couple of years ago, and also cooperation. We're increasing skills-based cooperation between the two countries. Most people don't know that the solar cell technology was invented at a university in Australia. So University of New South Wales invented solar cell technology, and they were the first university that has a dedicated engineering degree on solar PV manufacturing. So I think I'd like to leave you with the comment that we think Australia and India are highly complementary partners. As of January 2026, Indian goods going to Australia are at 0%, thanks to our economic trade agreement that we signed years ago. And by combining Australian innovation with Indian manufacturing and scale, we really think that we can shape clean energy systems that are affordable, reliable, and cater to not only our bilateral needs, but for the rest of the world's needs. Thank you.
Thank you. நம்ம கண்ட்ரியில் renewable எனர்ஜியில் 2030 280 gigawatt சோலார் பண்ணுங்கிறது டார்கெட். பட் ஸ்டில் நம்ம 90+ gigawatt மட்டும் அச்சீவ் பண்ணியிருக்கோம். ரிமைனிங் அவ்வளோ பெரிய ஓப்பனிங் இருக்குது. தமிழ்நாட்டில் டார்கெட் 20 gigawatt பண்ணணும். அதில் நம்ம 8.5 to 9 gigawatt வந்து நம்ம சோலார் பண்ணியிருக்கோம். இதில் சோலார் பார்க்குடைய ஷேர் அதிகமாக இருக்குது. இதில் கமர்ஷியல் அண்ட் இண்டஸ்ட்ரியல் ரூஃபில் பண்ணுற சோலாருடைய பர்சன்டேஜ் 15% தான் இருக்குது. ராஜஸ்தான்ல சோலார் நிறைய பண்ணிக்கிறதுக்கு காரணம் நிறைய லேண்ட் கிடைக்குது. குஜராத், கர்நாடகா, அதர் நியர்பை ஸ்டேட் சோலார் பெட்டரா பண்றதுக்கு வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா நம்மளோட பெட்டரா பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காங்க பர்சன்டேஜில். காரணம் அவங்களுடைய பாலிசி ஃபேவரா இருக்கு. நமக்கு பை நேச்சர் ரேடியேஷன் ஃபேவரா இருந்தும் டிமாண்ட் தட் இஸ் இண்டஸ்ட்ரீஸ் நிறையா இருந்தும் நம்மளுடைய ரூஃப்டாப் சோலார் ப்ரொமோட் ஆகிறதுக்கு கவர்மெண்ட் பாலிசி வைட் நம்ம சப்போர்ட் பண்ணணும். நியூ பாலிசிஸ் வேணும். எம்எஸ்எம்இ சோலார் போடுறதுனால சோலார் ஜென்ரேஷன் மட்டும் கணக்கு கிடையாது. எம்எஸ்எம்இல அவங்களுடைய ப்ரொடக்ஷன் காஸ்ட் கம்மியாகுது. இப்போ இண்டஸ்ட்ரீஸ் ஹெல்த்தி ஆகும். எக்கனாமிக் க்ரோத் பெட்டரா இருக்கும். ஸோ வாட் வி எக்ஸ்பெக்ட், இப்போ டொமஸ்டிக் வீடுகளில் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா அரௌண்ட் 2.4 crore வீடு, 2400 வீடுகள் இருக்குது. அதில் 10% எலிஜிபிள் பர்சன்ஸ் கூட பார்த்தீங்கன்னா நமக்கு 2.4 crore பீப்புள் சோலார் போட வேண்டியது இருக்கு வீடுகளில். நம்ம இன்னும் நியரிங் 1 lakh போயிட்டு இருக்கோம். அது பாலிசி நமக்கு இப்போ சப்போர்ட் பண்றதுனால இந்த பிஎம் சூரியகர்ங்கிற ஸ்கீமை நிறைய பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம். அதே மாதிரி பாலிசி வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா நமக்கு கமர்ஷியல் அண்ட் இண்டஸ்ட்ரி செக்மெண்ட்டை சப்போர்ட் பண்ணிச்சுன்னா நம்ம நிறைய பண்ண முடியும். தேவைகள் அதிகமாக இருக்கு, வாய்ப்புகள் அதிகமாக இருக்கு. நம்மளுடைய பாலிசிக்குரிய சின்ன சின்ன பாட்டில் லைக்ஸ் ஸ்பெசிஃபிக்காக எக்ஸிபிஷன் இருக்கக்கூடிய டிலேஸை கவர்மெண்ட்டை கரெக்ட் பண்ணி கொடுத்தாங்கன்னா நம்ம நிறைய அச்சீவ் பண்ணலாம். தேங்க்யூ. As the president of REPA, Kerala Renewable Energy Entrepreneurs and Promoters Association, being formed more than 21 years ago with the vision that Kerala should have one single panel on each rooftop. That was the mission when we started off, and I am very proud to say that today Kerala has achieved more than 2 lakhs of solar installations, and we have cumulatively over 2 gigawatt of solar installations done in Kerala. If you look at the government program, PM Suryagar, Kerala was one of the forefronters, achieving the highest number of installations and receiving award from the MNRE minister. And I'm very happy to say that our first state nodal officer, Naushad Sari, is also here for PM Suryagar, joining us for the media briefing. So as a KREPA, we would like to say that India is coming up with a great policy, but that's not enough when we compare the other countries, especially our neighborhood country, which is going much ahead of us. So we need to have more policies which should enable the government and industries to work together to achieve our target of 500 gigawatt of renewable energy. Secondly, this is a golden opportunity that we should more concentrate on the manufacturing facilities as India Make in India policy is already there. So now today morning we have heard that critical minerals is going to be more important when it comes to be an renewable energy manufacturer. So definitely I would say that government should also pay more attention towards it. And finally, I would say that skilling is also very important to have this renewable energy industry to taking it forward. So now Treva is very much committed to work along with the government, along with our industry, manufacturers, as well as to make our people more capable enough to do the installations in a perfect manner. So once again, I'm very proud and happy to be associating with renewable energy industry, especially the RENEWX event. Over to you, sir. Thank you. Thanks so much.
For this media briefing. So we see the Indian economy growing very strongly at Frost and Sullivan at about 6.5% growth, which India will continue to retain its bright spot status, its fast growing status. One of the key drivers is domestic led demand. And when manufacturers or clean energy investors are looking to invest in India, aside from the growth, I think one thing that's going to increasingly be assessed is how self-sufficient is that particular state or that region when it comes to energy security, particularly, let's say, because of what we're seeing in the Middle East and the oil and gas disruptions. And I think for India in particular, we've seen a lot of progress when it comes to bilateral trade deals and the ones that we just had with the UK and the EU. You can see that shift happening within the trade architecture itself towards critical minerals cooperation and the like. The one that we're working on right now with Chile to potentially have a dedicated critical minerals chapter. You can see how the clean energy transition is getting more embedded in the trade and supply chain architecture. So I do believe we are at the juncture where we're going to see a lot of transformation and a lot of close linkages between economy and renewable growth.
Thank you. And first and foremost, thanks for being with us. And all I can say that this sector probably now knows no bounds. I think the only direction it is going to pick up is northward, because I think we have come a long way, but we still have a long way to go. Right? And that's the ultimate potential when we say that we have unleashed. Because this sector has so much in store for us, for each stakeholder. And I think the power of pen, as we always say, is so mightier than the power of sword. So you have to write good things about the sector so that it gets more. You are able to sensitize through your pen. You are able to sensitize the industry who are still on the brink, who are still on the periphery, looking to enter this field, because this is the future of not only India but the world as well. And as what we have seen, that the kind of crisis, whether before it was COVID, now it's the Middle East, and all that things that are happening. How do we protect ourselves from the volatility, from the energy needs? And energy is today is in everything what we do. We need the power for that. I think the entire war is about all about who holds the maximum pie of the cake in the oil industry. So slowly and steadily, I think, as I said, we still have a long way to go, right? And as I said in my opening speech also, that today globally the share of solar has even picked up the coal sector, which has always been the kind of a base load. So today, worldwide, solar share is 33.8%. Reserve is 33% of coal and 24% from the other fossil fuels. So I think we are on the right track. We are at the right state. We are with the right stakeholders, and always wish each other good luck and best wishes. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. This is Ramesh Shonna from Karnataka. I would appreciate Informatics actually creating a wonderful platform for all of us to join, get connect here. And I have been seeing that Informatics from the quite long. I think when we started renewable energy show in the Delhi, started with a very small. How industry grown, we can see from the your show itself. Probably for all of us, actually, this is one of the platform where we are learning a lot of things. Actually, every year we come here to learn from there. We used to attend for Delhi, and now we started attending in South. And if you look at the overall the country target, and we have achieved almost around 150 gigawatt solar power installations. In the south of that, actually, if you see that southern contribution is very less actually to compare to the north contribution. I think the RENEWX, which I think is going to play a key role now to increase the southern part contribution. Also, probably the way now this shows this platform has been created. And if you look at Karnataka perspective, actually, Karnataka in south, I think Karnataka is also, as many of the people said, it's leading. Karnataka is the first state which came out with the solar policy, and I'm happy to say that I was one of the committee members when the policy was been created in Karnataka. And today we stand around 20 gigawatt of solar power, and we have been adding, still keep adding every year on a year solar power, and this year we plan for 2 gigawatt expansion from the government, and the government is also started focusing more into the this Kusum project. We have last year we have done around 2.7 gigawatt of Kusum project from the PM Kusum Yojana, and state also came out with a new policy from the Mukhyamantri Kushi Yojana. Under this project, 3.7 gigawatt, they're going to invite a tender now shortly in the Karnataka state. And apart from that, the state is also now more focusing on to the BESS. The policy also is in the place, and in the BESS, last year we have done around 1,000 gigawatt hour of BESS, and this year they plan for 2,000 megawatt hour BESS in the Karnataka state. So all the states collaboratively and meet each other, and from all the stakeholders, from the investor side and manufacturer side, and also government policy makers also join together, and like this platform, I think probably South can really contribute very well and become a leader in the target achievement. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Shivan. And
got a very different scenario. 85% of the solar is under rooftop. Only 50% is terrace. Even MNRE even called us to showcase how this achievement has happened in Kerala. Even it is amazing. Even we can't believe such a people has come up and put up their interest. 85% of the total solar. Now, this RENEWX actually, whenever 10, 20 is going on, the renewable energy scenario of the country is also getting up. See, PM Surya project, the target what the Indian government has put up is just 1 crore, but just 25,000 only completed, which means that another 1 year is there. We have to go another 75 lakhs. So this much potential is there for the country. Here, battery, we need to read or work along with the solar projects. For state of Kerala, 85% of the power is procured from outside. About 6,000 megawatt plus has already been recorded. So here, without battery, nothing could be set up. So solar and storage need to be run along. 1,500 megawatt hour utility scale battery energy storage system has already been established. Work has been started and is about to be completed within a couple of months. We are also planning community level storage program. Other states, which they would like to take a role model of that, can do that. In each transformer, what we are doing is that we recommend not to put any limit on the solar rooftops. All the energy from the rooftops will be stored in the battery energy storage system under a particular transformer by the utility or some other party. Then during the peak time, when the 85% of the power is procured from outside, this stored energy can be used by the consumers or prosumers itself. This is a model which we have already started with. One panchayat has already been selected and put up. So this is the second level, community level storage. Even households also, hybrid inverters is being recommended. Even regulation also is supporting that one. Many hybrid inverters installations are being put up. So we have to read solar, storage of that storage also in different levels, utility scale, in community level, as well as in distributed. In addition to that, like PM Surya, PM E-Drive is also there. PM E-Drive is for the electric vehicles. Now 3 lakhs plus electric car is already hit. Kerala is second in that. So this types of storage and renewable energy using and all, this has to be promoted across the country. And here the role of any of this one and all, REI Expo is actually even in Kerala, everybody is talking about that. This also is coming. Actually, now the north has got a little up. What I suggest is that the south, we all put together, should bring and scale up that in such a way that the south should surpass the north in renewable energy mix and its scenario. Thank you very much. I'm greeting from Kerala. We have 1,500 developers on board now, active developers, and all are having stall as well. They have also come to visit all this, your exhibition and all. Once again, thank you from Kerala.
PM சூரியகர்ல நம்ம 10th பிளேஸ்ல இருக்கோம். இனிஷியலி நமக்கு வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா போர்ட்டல் இஷ்யூஸ், டிஸ்காம் இஷ்யூஸ் இருந்தது. ஆரம்பத்துல ஃபாஸ்டா PM சூரியல ப்ராஜெக்ட் பண்ண முடியல. போர்ட்டல்ல வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா அப்ளை பண்ண டிலே இருந்தது, டிஸ்காம் டிலே இருந்தது. எல்லாமே கரெக்ட் பண்ணி கொடுத்தாங்க. இப்போ ஃபாஸ்டா டிரைவ் ஆக ஆரம்பிச்சிருக்கு. ஸோ சூன் நம்ம வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா நம்பர்ஸ் டவுன்ல வர ஆரம்பிச்சிருக்கு. டவுன்ல மீன்ஸ் 10th பிளேஸ்க்கு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 9-8 வர ஆரம்பிச்சிருக்கும். ஸோ கவர்மெண்ட் ஃபாஸ்டா சப்போர்ட் பண்ண ஆரம்பிச்சு. அதனுடைய முன்னெடுப்பு எந்த அளவு இருக்குன்னு நினைக்கிறீங்க சார் இந்த சோலார்ல? இன்னும் டயர் 2 டயர் 3 சிட்டிஸ்ல அவேர்னஸ் கம்மியா இருக்கு. கவர்மெண்ட் சைட்ல இருந்து பார்த்தா இன்னும் அவேர்னஸ் ப்ரோக்ராம்ஸ் எதுவும் இனிஷியேட் பண்ண ஆரம்பிக்கல. ப்ரோக்ராம்ஸ் கூட்டா போயிட்டு இருக்கு. டிஸ்காம் சைட்ல போர்ட்டல் சைட்ல சேலஞ்ச் கரெக்ட் பண்ணி கொடுத்தாங்க. இன்னும் அவேர்னஸ்க்காக வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா கவர்மெண்ட்ல ஒர்க் பண்ண வேண்டியது இருக்கு. அவேர்னஸ் அதிகமாச்சுன்னா ப்ரோக்ராம் டிரைவ் ஆகும்.